I'm just going into my first lab. I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna put my lab coat on and just kind of get ready for the experiment, and it should be good. I'm walking into the lab. First thing I need to pick up is probably gloves. So I'm taking my gloves to my desk. Then the lecturer calls our attention and he's explaining the practical, and I realized that I just don't need the gloves. And then I wait for instruction, and then I realize we do need gloves. So I've just wasted one pair of gloves. Then I'm moving on. I realize something's off, and I think it's my hair. I forgot to put my hair up, and I have to put another pair of gloves on.
We've just seen one student use more gloves than she actually needed for her practical today. At first, it looks small. One pair here, another pair there. A glove change between every teeny task. But in teaching labs, small habits scale very quickly. If one student uses just 4 extra pair of gloves, that's 8 extra gloves. In a practical, with 30 students, that becomes 120 extra pair of gloves, which is 240 extra gloves from one class alone. And once those gloves have touched biological material, they're not just normal waste anymore. They need to go into the correct contaminated lab waste stream. This is important for safety. The blue bench bins, glove waste, tips, tubes, and anything that has come in contact with biological material should be treated like ordinary recycle. If it's contaminated, it needs to be disposed of through the correct contaminated waste routes. But this is also where sustainability comes in, because contaminated lab waste does not simply disappear when the bag leaves the room. It has to be collected, transported, treated, and disposed of safely. Some waste may be disinfected or autoclaved. Some may be incinerated. Some may go through specialist waste processing depending on what it has touched. So when you use gloves unnecessarily, we're not just using a little bit of plastic. We're adding to a whole waste management system. For example, using published Lifecycle estimates, 240 extra nitrile gloves, or the blue colored gloves that you use at the labs, is roughly 0.8 kilograms of extra glove material and around 7 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent. The message is, wear gloves when they're needed, change them when they're contaminated, and dispose of them in the right place. But don't use them automatically, because every unnecessary glove becomes unnecessary contaminated waste. Safety first, waste less.